you one more again. I hope you're doing blessed and highly favored. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up to me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very informative to you, give you good vibes or good inspiration that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath or going through trying times and need confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share, even if they need spiritual guidance also. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. Is greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music that I'm listening to in the background is called Music to Unlock All Chakras, Cleanse and Detox Aura, Full Restore All Seven Chakras Binaural Beats. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101 Heyoka's Impossible Has Healed Deeply. Clarity shows I'm possible. Yes, you're possible at anything that you want to do. There's things that you have possibly been through, and and just really fully getting the whole stint of everything that has transpired, take place, whatever, and it really threw you off. And there's times you have really gone through some really bad situation, especially when you first started a spiritual awakening. It's like I noticed that everybody has their fair share of some kind of trauma that had to wake that spirit up into you going along your journey. And there's a lot of things that has probably taken place that you never really felt like you can be getting over. You felt like it was impossible, but you never should ever feel like anything is possible. Anything that seems impossible, universe will work overtime to make sure it is possible. And it will allow you to really see and understand why life is the way it is. What was your purpose? Where is this situation taking you to? Allow you to really see it more as a blessing other than a curse. When I first started doing videos, I used to say everything was a blessing and a curse to me because of the things that I felt. It was a blessing that I got to know the truth, no matter how bad it was, even though it was the truth that it was hard for me to swallow, to take concept of what has happened to me in my life, what I was lied to about, what I was cheated out of, and I had to get to that point where I looked at my situation and say everything happens for a reason. Not everything is what it seems. It's more of a blessing because it allowed you to go through trauma and allow you to be strengthened through that trauma. You know, Only person that can stop you is you. Um, it'll allow you to face a lot of challenges that will seem hard to bear, but it will strengthen you along the way. Whatever you have been lacking in your life, it allowed you to go through different changes of situations, of circumstances, to be able to be balanced all the way around. During the situation, I didn't have faith in myself or have faith in the universe well enough, alone God. I was very impatient about things. And, sometimes I'm still impatient especially when it deals with things that I'm ready to really part ways with. But I had to understand these are the things that where I'm trying to run from. While I don't even want to give acknowledgement to it, say peace, deuces, whatever. I had to allow myself to be empowered through that situation that I was placed in. A lot of times we have made those decisions on a lot of things that we have endured in our life. And a lot of times it was also orchestrated as well. I had to allow myself to not, see, like that, if I wouldn't have did this, if I wouldn't have did that, if I would have seen this sooner, everything happened for a reason. You never should happen. You have learned a lot from those situations to allow you to make better decisions for your life and for the now, allowing yourself to learn about yourself on such a deeper level. And being able to know, if you didn't go through these things, there would have been so many things that you wouldn't have been able to, fully understand or, take part in. And it's just like when me going through this, I had to look at myself like, okay, I knew what my life purpose was ever since I was like 3 or 4 years old. When I was able to learn to talk, I know what I wanted to do in life. I just didn't know how it was going to come about. All the jobs that I really went through, I really didn't like. It was just like, oh, at first, it was like the first 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, it's a really good job. And when I got to almost close to a month in it, I see I'm not going to last too much on this job because just how things are going and this and this and that. But it's just like when I have done this, yeah, I've had my fair share of, dealing with people that were like jackasses. Yes. But those also allowed me to heal throughout them being negative towards me. And I've also had the beautiful blessings of people showing their appreciation for the videos I've done. All those things allowed me to have tough skin, allow things that were negative to roll off my back and just say, hey, not everybody is going to be for you. A lot of people aren't going to be happy with what you're doing, what position you have. It is what it is, but it's allowing me to know what am I going to allow to influence me. Is it going to be something negative or is it going to be something positive? Allowing myself to really see things for what they truly are, being able to allow my gifts to be able to take me towards bigger and better opportunities that I can do is just to help myself along the way, and the things that I find out, I'm able to share towards other people that miraculously are going through pretty much almost the same thing I'm going through, and which is truly a blessing to me. When I allow myself to open up towards universe and allow spirit to really, use me as that, that antenna to be able to know they need that sign for, or they need clarity to understand why certain things are taking place in their life. Why do they feel certain ways? Why is certain things um, bother them or trigger them in that way? What things that I need to heal off of and the things that they need to heal off of? And it just allows me to see where I can use my experiences to be able to allow people to look at their lives and how things are transpiring. Because a lot of times you don't realize there's a whole lot of change that's going on in your life. But if you're going through stressful circumstances, it's hard for you to be able to see that. And a lot of times those stressful circumstances have to take place in your life to like gear off that change for you anyway. If you're allowing yourself to see things, I seen some stuff earlier and I'm just like, don't allow yourself to, fall in that trap. There's a lot of things that'll be said, what the truth is, you see the truth, it's not up to that other person, for you to allow yourself to engage into certain things. A lot of times we'll be like, oh, this is going to make us mad, or oh, this is going to stress us out. Nothing can do those things unless you allow it to. And what you allow will constantly continue. And I had to be able to allow myself to cut it, cut it out. So, a lot of things happen for a reason, you know, um, a lot of things we have to go through, to endure, to allow ourselves to be able to see how our path is made for us, allow us to see where our future can can wind up being like. You're allowing yourself to know that everything is a lesson, everything is a teacher. you know we just run into knowledge every day. You learn something new every day. And I say I appreciate that. There's a lot of times when, I'm really ready to, really running on fumes at times. And it's just like, it will take me towards this, universe is like, okay, you're hard headed. We told you to take off. And I'm like, well, can I just do it? And next thing you know, my throat start hurting, head will start pounding because it's like, you're not taking that break like they say you need to. Because a lot of times I just want to stay focused on my path. I want to stay focused on my job, but I had to allow myself to know when it's time for you to recharge, you better sit your butt down somewhere and recharge and allow yourself to, go through the motions on what you need to do. Because it allows me to know when I allow myself to take those breaks when I need to, it opens me up to a lot of communication. Like, I write down different contents and stuff like that. And it's just amazing how I can talk about something like this. And it's like, Roslyn, I hear it constantly, Roslyn, you are so on point with these, with the content on your videos. So I try to go about everything, because it's like with us being Heyokas, we catch it hard. We really do. We really do. And it's just, I feel blessed to be able to do that, is to doing different contents and shedding light on different things that we may encounter throughout in life, and what we learn from, what we can part ways with, and what is no longer working for us, and what is helping us out a great deal. It's all about the decisions you make, how you tend to engage in things, how you tend to respond on things, being able to understand it is what it is with certain things. When you see yourself dealing with difficult people, you have to allow them to be difficult by themselves. It's just like, it's all that whole point that you have to understand. And we go through all these different things for you to be able to, sometimes when you go through heartache, pain, whatever, trauma, it'll let you feel like, oh my God, I will never, I don't know if I can ever heal from these things. This has really broke my heart, or I just can't believe this has happened. A lot of things isn't fair. A lot of things can really, mess you up to the core. Well, make you view life as well as people in a totally different way. And I've dealt with my fair share, where at times it made me feel like I wouldn't, the way people has treated me at times, it's been a benefit and a blessing for both sides. A lot of people has appreciated what I have to offer them, and allowing me to know that my videos do help them out on a daily basis. There's a lot of us are in, those dark times in our life, that we try to understand how we're going to find our way out of it. And sometimes it makes you feel like I can't even find myself out of a paper bag at times, because I'm going through so many things. And it's okay. You have to allow yourself to be patient. And that's one thing I had to learn, learn on myself, because there's stuff that I just like, I'll see and I'm like, you know what? I'm so tired of this. I'm tired of the persons I'm dealing with. Allow me to just go. Let them do whatever they want to do and just go. But then I allowed myself to really see that challenge was more of a blessing than it was a hindrance to me. If that ain't a word, and I made that one. But it was like, it really allowed me to be strong, allow you to know not everybody has a mindset like you. Not everybody has a heart like you. There's a lot of people that take joy and pain out of seeing people suffer. There's a lot of people out there that see people suffer and want to do everything they can to make it feel better. There's all the type of different people out there. And you have to allow yourself at times to just allow things to flow the way it's supposed to. If you ever have a question about somebody being in your life and what kind of, do they have hidden agendas about it, trust and believe. I remember I was seeing a post like that, and it was like, it just clarified things for me. It was like a couple of weeks ago, and it was like, when you try to find out somebody's intentions in your life, trust and believe. It'll show you. It'll show you through time. Just watch and pay attention. And there was so many times that, I've stuck my neck out, and I felt like I was being a friend to some people, and they stabbed me in my back, especially when that's not what I did to them. But a lot of people, and it made me not want to be bothered with people on that level. And it's okay. But now it's just like, I learned my lesson about things like that. I allow, to a certain extent, of learning people before I allow them all the way in my life like that. And I'm not saying that everybody's like that, but it's like, from the things that I have, had to deal with, it's a very lonely road, you know, and it's not always bad, but it is just at that point you have to learn to not just be so open like that, especially when you're dealing with things that you're dealing with. And I mean, it's just this situation, as well as this life, has really, taught me a lot of things that I can appreciate, and that I can just take along, and hook it onto my knowledge belt, and just say I appreciate what everything has taught me, whether if it was a negative situation or it was a positive one. I'm very grateful for both, because they taught me the patience that I have. I had the strength to be able to cut cords and let it go. The value of my worth. that my self-love, my self-respect. Because a lot of times you can be so lonely that you're willing to give excuses for everything in the book, or why certain people are the way they are. And a lot of times those red flags are showing you right there, hey, these people are, not that, not supposed to be in your life like that. Allow it to let go. Be have better along the way. And I had to be able to do that, because it's like before I used to do, give excuses about everything that they did, instead of just saying, you know what, this is showing you right there and clear as day that you need to let these people go and allow it to happen. But allow yourself to know anything that has been placed on you, no matter how hard it is, it takes time. All this is going to take time. Never think that anything that has, showed its face, truth faced in front of you to manipulate the situation, but allow yourself to know, if this thing has really affected you in a bad way, allow yourself to know better is on its way to you. Don't allow yourself to be, angry, or being able to show anything, especially when it has something to do with people, that they have that power over you, because nobody doesn't. You have to be able to allow that to affect you in that way. And I had to learn to let myself to be, be non-pressed and unbothered, allow as long as I know that I'm allowing myself to be true in everything I do. I can't, you can't make other people be that way, but you can allow yourself to know what you won't tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate. And just going about your business, because everything happens for a reason. And those situations is going to teach you so much that you can take along your way. But it's not like, the universe is saying, okay, these things that you're going through, they want you to go ahead and cut cords with that person, and they want you to just stop being out there for you to be engaging with people. That's not what it's supposed to be about. But they just want you to know, allow things to flow. Don't control it. Don't be so open, because you don't know what people's intentions are when they connect with you. Because a lot of times with us being as empaths, we tend to get the wounded and we tend to get the people that have dark intentions. So you have to be prepared for that, and allow yourself to see the signs when signs are being presented to you. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video, and let me know if you resonated, and drop a line. I would love the chance to hear from you, and plus give you a post notification shout out. If anything that you would like to talk about, but it's private and you want to be able to speak to me about it, you can always find me on Facebook Messenger, not the page. I will not be accepting any Facebook page requests, but I will gladly keep in touch with you on the Messenger. um like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to update my new, upload my new video. And so you can be able to subscribe, and I hope that you're having a blessed weekend. Be safe at everything you do, and know that you're always blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing whatever that you are trying to bring out, somebody's always praying for better days for you. So I hope and pray everything you're trying to bring towards your reality is more than what you asked for, and comes sooner than what you expected it to be. And I will see you on my next video. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, share, give me a thumbs up. Um, and make sure you be about love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity, words, vibes, and frequencies. You never know, all those things can really help somebody a long way. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Peace.